Hey guys, my name is Mark, or I'm Steven Gamer here, and welcome back to another Halo news video. And today we're going to be discussing Cannon Fire 99 by Grim Brother 1, and him talking mostly about Halo Wars 2 DLC for July, that's part of the Season Pass, and he basically mostly discussed about Operation Spearbreaker and also some sneak peeks of Serina's new units, who is going to be the new leader for this month. Without further ado, let's get into talking about Operation Spearbreaker. So, Operation Spearbreaker will bring 2 new campaign missions to Halo Wars 2 and follows a new group of ODSTs, which is very exciting because the ODSTs are just badass as it is. These missions will focus on a new Banished plot that takes part in the Banished and the UNSC rivalry to take control of the Ark. In these missions, we will be fighting in the front lines against, from the sounds of it, which Grim Brother kind of hinted at, but we'll guess it's the Colony we're going to be facing, which I'm very excited because the Colony is actually a very interesting little faction that's part of the Banished, but it seems like they're doing their own thing almost. So I'm glad that they're going to bring the Colony in. I'm kind of hoping that we do also see the Hunter Captain, so very excited indeed. The ODST squad that we will be following is ODST Command Squad Sunray 1-1, which is part of Boomerang Company, which says it's like the best of its branch, which they say all of that. So Sunray 1-1 has 5 members of the squad, and that includes Major Vaughn, who's the leader of the squad, Warrant Officer Quinn, the tech expert, Petty Officer Gruss, the medic, Corporal Turpin, the drone operator, and Lance Corporal Sparks, the marksman guy, and just basically the sniper. There's more information regarding these backstories of these Helljumpers in the recent Cannon Fodder, which is some very interesting background, especially about Lance Corporal Sparks. I really recommend to read about him. He has an interesting story from the sounds of it, so I'm really excited to see how he's going to play in this. And supposedly that these characters actually are going to be, they're going to actually heavily focus on these ODSTs. So from sounds of it, instead of just having a squad of ODSTs as one unit, no, you're going to actually have individual ODST characters as one unit. So they have their own different things. So that is very cool. So kind of like the Spartans, they're going to be kind of like how you have Omega Team. There's the different Spartans for each character. So that is very cool indeed. Another threat that the ODSTs will run into is the new Controller Sentinel. It has a personal shield, a continuous fire sentinel beam in the back of it, which is basically its weak spot, and also its weapon of mass destruction is the Sentinel Pulse. Supposedly this thing is similar to the Enforcer Sentinel that we see in Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary, so that is very cool. It has an okay art style, this thing. It looks like it has that very new Forerunner art style with the kind of the floaty bits and the chrome, but overall I think the actual design is not that bad. It has kind of an interesting looking face to it, so I'm kind of excited to see how this thing will operate. It sounds like it's also similar to the Retriever Sentinel that we see in multiplayer and also in the one campaign mission, so I'm a little excited about this guy. I'm not too sure how I feel about him, but yeah, it just adds more diversity to the battlefield in the missions, so I'm really excited for these missions. This will be part of the DLC for July, so yeah, it'll come with, if you have the Season Pass, it'll be free. It will come, you can buy it separate if you want to, if you don't have the Season Pass, or also I think there's a bundle with Serina this comes with. So, talking about Serina, let's get into talking about Serina. Serina is our last UNSC leader for the Season Pass, and with her units, we will see that she has tactics that focus heavily on cryo technology. We haven't seen anything cryo technology since the original Halo Wars with the cryo bomb. So let's talk about her first unit, which is the Frost Raven, which looks like a Nightingale but armed with weapons. And it kind of also reminds me of a Falcon almost. The Frost Raven has cryo vacuum weapons on it. As you can see in the picture, it has some type of cryo gun on the front of it. So I'm kind of excited to see how this thing work. Maybe it'll be some support unit that it just flies in, freezes some stuff, and you pull it out, have your big heavy hitting units come in and kill them when they're frozen. The next unit Serina will have is a vehicle called the Tundra Bison. This one I'm actually really excited for. So the Tundra Bison has a vacuum energy siphon weapon, crowd tech weapons, and a light armor. And from the sounds of it, it sounds very reminiscent to the Gremlin in the original Halo Wars. If you guys don't know what this was, it had light armor and also an EMP cannon on it, which would stun the enemies and disable vehicles. So that's very cool. Basically, the Tundra Bison sounds like it's just a new revamped version of the Gremlin. So I know that a lot of my friends are actually fans of the Gremlin. I actually was too. So I'm really thinking this is going to be like the Gremlin, but just instead of having the EMP, it's just going to have this cryo bomb that shoots out of it that'll freeze the enemy units, that disables them for a little bit. So I'm really looking forward for this unit. And her infantry unit is the Cryo Trooper. These guys are essentially Hellbringers, but instead of fire, they use cryo-technology. So that is very cool. There's actually some good information about these units on the recent canon fodder, which I did read. They're actually pretty interesting, so I would recommend to read those in the description below. And with Serina, I would expect Creative Assembly to bring back the cryo bomb from the original Halo Wars. I mean, if you're going to use cryo technology, this would be a perfect opportunity to bring back the cryo bomb to take out those air units, especially because that thing was devastating when you had Anders and her Hawks. You just freeze some units, and then bam, the Hawks would come in and just wreck. I mean, it was probably one of my favorite bombs in the original Halo Wars, except like the overpowered 4-shot Mac Blast. But yeah, Serina, I'm very excited about her indeed, and I'm really glad she's bringing some very unique units to the battlefield. And also, Halo Wars 2 Operation Spearbreaker will come with new Phoenix logs, and they gave us some teaser images for them, and here they are right here. Got some very interesting images of Elite in a like Golo, a cool like just scenery, and also a brute that has a face of an actual gorilla for some reason, throwing a grunt off the edge of some type of cliff. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering what these will be. I never actually read the Phoenix logs, I won't lie. So I might want to read the one about the grunt again thrown off the edge. I'm kind of wondering what's going on with that indeed. That grunt must have got those brutes pretty pissed off, but you know, the grunts aren't the biggest fans of the brutes. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all the information we got from that recent canon fodder 99. So apparently 100 is supposed to be a pretty big one. There's gonna be some big things, maybe the flood, who knows. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward for that. We should begin this like literally probably next week, I would assume. So yeah, very excited. I will also do a walkthrough of these campaign missions that I will add to my Halo Wars 2 campaign walkthrough. So don't worry, I'll be covering this heavily. And yeah, guys, make sure to leave a like if you are excited for these new units, and also the 2 new missions, Fallen Sunrise Squad 1-1. Make sure to subscribe, guys, so you guys can keep up with the latest content, Halo Wars 2, Halo 5, and Minecraft. And also put the bell notification on when you guys know I upload these Halo Wars 2 videos. And like always, guys, have yourself a fantastic day.